next is Mason Acheson. Mason Acheson is a special education teacher at the high school. And Mason joined us last year. His first year in the program was going to be during the COVID years, and he was my assistant tight end coach. This year he became the tight end coach. He's won the job. He took it from me because he's better than me. He came to us, what high school were you at before? He was at Lima Senior. And again, he's an intervention specialist at the high school. I joke with him all the time that we spent a first-round draft pick on him, and I'm not sure he's worth it yet. We're still figuring that out. But the truth is, Mason is awesome. He's a great guy to be around. The kids love him. I love him. He makes me laugh and smile. And I'm excited as he grows within this program.
This is my third year, after my third year of teaching, and I came here to Avon. My first thought was it's overwhelming. There's a lot of moving parts. You know, we got 150 kids in the program. We got 12 coaches. And so for me, the first year, my mind was racing. There's a lot of things going on. The practice script's all new. The language is all new. So I'm learning a ton of stuff, and I'm just trying to keep up. And then this year, it's slowed down a little bit. I'm still learning a lot. And we kind of tweaked our offense a little bit from last year, so there was another learning curve this year. But for me, it's been awesome. My coaching staff, the guys we have on our coaching staff are not only the best coaches, they're the best, some of the best people I've been around. Ultimate guys that are willing to help you, make sure you're engaged, make sure you're understanding what's going on, and they truly care about all these kids, and they truly care about all the guys they coach with. So they've made my job easy. The support system has allowed me to grow a ton in these 2 years I've been here at Avon.
Is this your first coaching gig?
No, this is not my first coaching gig. So I coached back home. It's 2.5 hours away. I coached at Allen East High School for 2 years, and then I came here for 2 years. So I had 2 years of prior coaching experience, but it was a Division VI school, so it's a total different game as far as the number of kids, the number of coaches, and just this overall system was completely different language-wise. So it's been great. It's been a great learning experience. I feel like I came here as a sophomore in college in football, and now I'm a senior in college as far as my knowledge of learning the game of football and learning what the program's all about as well.
Coach always joked around you're the #1 draft pick, the coaches. You feel like you've fallen into that role?
Yeah, I've worked my tail off every day too. I know he likes to put some pressure on me. So I try to be a star in my role. He talks about that all the time. Just do what you're asked to do and be the best at it. So that day in and day out, that's what I try to do. I come here and I just do my job and I try to do it the best of my ability.
How about this program and just the success and the community support and everything about it?
The community support is second to none. It's actually unbelievable. When I was interviewing, and I came in and I drove into Avon for the first time. They got the senior banners on each one of the light poles and down Detroit. And you can just tell the community's all in. When we came here Friday night for Glenville, there's 100 people waiting in line to get to the game at 6 o'clock, So the community support is unbelievable. It's second to none. It's the craziest environment I've ever been a part of, and I couldn't be more lucky and more fortunate.
And then now that things are getting back to normal, that packed house on Friday night, what was that like?
So excited. Awesome. It was honestly awesome. I was really happy for the kids. I mean, you got the student sections completely full, and you got all the middle school kids down here, and you got there's 100 little cheerleaders around. It was just so much energy and just a great environment, and I couldn't be more proud for the kids. I mean, that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, it's all about the kids. They get to do this stuff for 4 years, and we want it to be the best experience for them as possible for 4 years.
How much fun you having doing this?
I'm loving it. It's awesome. It's honestly, I couldn't be more I count my lucky stars every day that I ended up in a great place with a great support system and great opportunities to continue to grow and continue to be a great coach and a great teacher, and I couldn't be more lucky in this community.
Yeah, he applied for an intervention specialist job in our district, and he actually applied for an elementary job and a high school job. His wife was relocating to the area, and she got a job at Amherst, so he was just looking for a job. And these were Zoom interviews at the time. I remember talking to him, and again, I'm a big feel guy, like that initial first impression, and what kind of feeling does the person you're talking to give you. Immediately, he engaged me, and I was listening to what he had to say and hanging on every word he had to say. And it doesn't work that way in every interview. Some people, it's just not that way. So I knew we had something special in him, and as I got to know him more and interview him, I knew that he'd fit in well with our staff, because that's important too, right? You're gonna have to find the right personalities who can come in and mesh with the guys we have, and he's done that.
You think you were a little more critical of him, seeing that he used, your position, he took your position, Coach?
He's got the worst job on the team because he's now our tight ends coach, and that's what I was coaching. Prior to that, Bill Fishley and Jim Mulgrew had the worst job because I was the offensive line coach. You never want to coach the position the head coach thinks he knows a little bit about, because
it just is not fun. But Coach Acheson came in last year. It was more of a sabbatical for him, and he got to coach with me. And now I've turned the reins over to him, and he's doing a really good job. We do joke with him all the time that we spent a first-round draft pick on him, and we're not sure if he'll pan out yet or not. But I can promise you he's panning out. He's a guy that brings, again, I use the word all the time, but a positive energy to the group. And he's someone who makes us better.